Future Trunks is not only from the future, he is also from a completely different universe. So, something has been bothering me since the last episode of Dragon Ball Super, episode 49, where Whis explained how time travel works in the Dragon Ball Z Dragon Ball universe. So, I'm going to let him explain it. I'm going to play the clip right here.
過去と未来を行き来するのは大変な重罪になるのですよ。時間は一定の方向にしか流れないものです。これを遡り過去を変えてしまったら、例えば花を一輪摘んでしまうだけでも後の歴史が影響を受けて街が変わり文明をも大きく変化させ、しまいには宇宙から一つの星が消えることになるかもしれないのですよ。
Thanks, Whis. So, this is not how time travel traditionally works in the Dragon Ball universe. Different authors handle time travel differently to avoid certain story telling loopholes and time paradoxes and such. And the way that the method we thought Akira Toriyama used as far as Trunks and Future Trunks go was the branching method, where when you visit the past, what actually happens is you create a different, and you change something, you create a different branch of time, and then it's almost like those two branches of time exist simultaneously. That's why after Trunks traveled back to the past and essentially, saved Goku from dying, and then they defeated Cell and the androids in the past, Trunks went back to the future, back to his future, and we assumed that was a different branch of time. That's why the androids were still alive in Trunks' time, in Future Trunks' time, and why he had to fight Cell again and such, right? But Whis isn't saying that here. What Whis is actually saying is, in the Dragon Ball universe, time happens on a linear scale. It happens, there's one flow of time. So if you travel back in the past and change something, you then change the future, which makes sense. And I love the fact that Whis is the one explaining this, because he also has time manipulation powers, right? Whis does not mention anything about different dimensions or planes of the same time existing at the same time simultaneously, right? He doesn't mention that at all, and I don't think that's a coincidence. So here's what this boils down to. In the context of what we knew about time travel in Dragon Ball Z, when Trunks first visited the past, it made sense to believe that Akira Toriyama was using sort of that branching method of talking about time travel, where, by Trunks traveling back into the past, he created a different branch of time by the changes he made, and that his time and the current present existed simultaneously. Now, ever since Dragon Ball Super, since we've been introduced to different universes, and Whis just explained how time travel actually works. It's not this branching method. It's the method of, if you change something in the past, it also changes the future. That means if Trunks was from Universe 7, when he went back to the future, the changes that he made in the past would have affected his future. And Cell would have already been dead. The androids would have already been dead. All the humans that died would have been essentially brought back to life, because they would have never died in the first place. His actions would have changed his future. But it didn't, because Trunks isn't from Universe 7. He isn't from our timeline. Trunks isn't coming from the future of the current Z Warriors, right? He's coming from the future of the Z Warriors, Goku, Vegeta, everyone, from a different universe. Now, if you're asking, what the fuck are the chances that one of the other 7 universes had Z Warriors, or even had, Goku or Vegeta or whatever? My response to that would be, what the fuck are the chances that any of the other universes would have another Earth, or Saiyans, or another Vegeta? I'm sorry, another Frieza look-alike, right? I think the logic behind these universes are that they're essentially the same until something is introduced to cause them to diverge in paths, right? So that's why we had a planet Earth in Champa's Universe 6, for example. The planets even have the same goddamn name. Like, what are the chances of that? You know what I mean? Like, let's use Planet Vegeta, for example, and, like, the Saiyan race in Universe 6. The Saiyans in Universe 6 currently still live on... Kaba tells us in the tournament arc that they currently still live on Planet Salad, or Salada, whatever it's called, right? In Universe 7, the Saiyans lived on Planet Salad, but because of their, the difference in their nature and the decisions that they made, Planet Salad got destroyed, right? And they had to go to Planet Vegeta. So in the case of the Saiyans, and Planet Vegeta and Planet Salad, that decision or that difference in personality is what caused the universe to sort of differentiate, to become different. But up until, for example, the Saiyans living on a planet that's called Planet Salad, Universe 6 and Universe 7 were essentially the same. So, applying that logic to Earth, for example, the event or turn-in event that could have differentiate whatever universe future Trunks is from, and the universe that current Universe 7 could have been the death of Goku. But Trunks traveling to that universe and stopping Goku from dying, or telling them Goku's going to die, or, that is what caused the universe to then become different. That is what causes Trunks' Earth to have almost no humans, and he has to still go fight everyone is still dead from the androids and so on. But on current day Earth, we're fine. There's no, the androids were defeated. Everything is fine. Now, here's a little bit of a supporting evidence for this. Future Trunks and current day Trunks have different color hair. If you haven't noticed, go back and watch any episode where they're standing next to each other. Current day Trunks, his hair is purple. Future Trunks, his hair is blue. Thanks to a friend of mine for pointing that out to me. So unless Trunks started dyeing his hair for some reason, they're either, they're different people or different versions of the same person. Another bit of evidence is that Trunks did not know who Beerus or Whis was. Technically, Beerus and Whis should exist in Trunks' timeline. Now, you could argue that they wouldn't have had a reason to come to Earth because Goku is dead in Trunks' timeline. But I think the reason why they didn't come to Earth is because there's a different god of destruction in Trunks' universe. Another piece of potential evidence for this is when Golden Frieza blew up the Earth and Whis rewind time and gave Goku a second chance at killing Frieza. There's no timeline where Frieza blew up the Earth, laughed, and flew away. Or at least it's implied that there's not. When Whis rewind time, which is essentially traveling through time back to a certain point, Goku killed Frieza, Frieza died, and that was it. That was essentially it, right? And if you want to argue that, maybe another timeline was created where Frieza did win, when Golden Frieza won, it is heavily, heavily implied based on Whis' and Beerus's reaction, which I'm sure both of them have seen time travel before since it's Whis' power, that was not the case. And the last bit of what I would call evidence for this so far is just common sense. Akira Toriyama introduced us to 6 other universes, right? It doesn't make sense that he would put that out there and then all of a sudden, the arc right after introducing us to that, take us back into a conflict that only involves universe 7. It just doesn't make sense. I think he's going to use a future Trunks arc to introduce us to more of the other universe. And what better way to do that than to make Trunks from a different universe? Also, the guys that are chasing him are the guys who's controlling Goku or Black Goku. It makes sense that he would be from a different universe. That would be the reason why 2 Gokus with such different personalities exist. And if you want to argue that Black Goku is being controlled, we both know that the current Goku, no matter what timeline he exists in, will find a way to defeat evil. He would not let himself get controlled. He'll probably kill himself quicker than he'll let himself be controlled, to the point where he's destroying the Earth and all of all Saiyans, right? So that's it. I just feel like this is pretty interesting. I feel like I've stumbled onto something. I wanna hear you guys' thoughts. So if you this video is a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, and it's because I wanted to sort of argue through some of the counterpoints myself, because I've been thinking about it quite a bit. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you have something to add, or if I missed something, or if something just completely puts a giant hole in this, let me know. I really appreciate it. That's it. Have a great day, guys. Oh, and if you like the video, subscribe. I'll make more of this. I really want to talk about God, Ki, and which is stronger, and the different power levels and such. So if you wanna hear more of this, just let me know. I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Bye.